Right, let's get started.
All righty. Welcome to the Visionary Leaders Collective podcast. I am Dr. Josie Schmidt, one of the founders, and it's my pleasure to have you here with us today. We gather every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and if you can't join us live, don't worry. You can always catch the recording on your preferred podcast platform. For a complete list of our community offerings, visit our website, hellovisionary.life. You can also connect with us on Instagram, YouTube, and all major podcast channels. Your 5-star rating means the world to us. It helps us spread our wisdom to even more eager listeners. So today, our topic is healthy habits and essential oils for everyday life with doctors Mica Carew and Anne Kelty. This class is designed to empower you with natural solutions for a happier and more balanced life. Dr. Mica Carew is a naturopathic physician and licensed acupuncturist based in Colorado Springs. She is the author of the book Plant Spirit Medicine, using an ancient meditation to connect with the medicine of plants. Dr. Carew is passionate about teaching people how to empower themselves by directly connecting with the healing properties of plants through essential oils. With over 20 years of experience, she is also a Qigong teacher and conducts weekly classes incorporating essential oils, native medicine, and the gentle flowing movements of Qigong. You can find her at her website, lineagemedicine.com. And Dr. Anne Kelty has over 20 years of experience as a naturopathic doctor with a special focus on brain health. She is currently a valued educator at a private pre-K through 8 school. Dr. Kelty has implemented a school garden club using STEM principles, offering students a unique hands-on learning experience. She incorporates naturopathic therapies, including supplementation, amino acids, nutrition, hydrotherapy, and Doterra essential oils to support healing and growth in both the classroom and family settings. So without further ado, welcome, doctors.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for that thorough introduction. So, as I was saying before we got on, Dr. Kelty, and I really love it if you have any of the top 10 oils, even if you're an old essential wellness, essential oil user or new today, if you have any of the top 10 oils, pull them out so you can heal yourself as we're talking about them. So some of the top 10 oils, there's lavender, lemon, peppermint, breathe, deep blue, tea tree, frankincense, oregano, digestin, and on guard. So if you have any of those, I know I said those quickly, then get them out because I'm going to be using them as we talk. So let's start the slide. Thank you, Julie Conachero. Okay. Why Doterra? Why now? Huh. I could tell you a gazillion reasons why Doterra, why now. There's transparency, and there's certified, pure, tested, grade essential oils, third-party testing. Let's just talk a little bit about that, the transparency. As a physician, and as all of us here, we need to know that what we're putting on our bodies and what we're taking in internally is we can count on, and it's pure, and it's tested, and it's third-party tested. I have to guarantee, and I know I'm speaking for all the doctors or all of us here, we have to guarantee that we are prescribing or suggesting oils that we can count on to work time and time again the way they're supposed to work, and that they're only supporting our cells, body, mind, and spirit, because that's why I love the essential oils, is because they work on all those levels. Body, our physical bodies, our cellular bodies, our mental, emotional health and well-being. And that means also energetic well-being and our spiritual well-being. So in my book, which I'm not going to talk about, but what I talk a little bit about is why I came to doTERRA with essential oils is from an energetic point of view, you can really tell when there's clutter, there's static when you're trying to connect with the plant or an oil. There was no static. It was very clear. You can really develop a relationship, body, mind, and spirit, with the doTERRA oils because they're not adulterated, they're unadulterated. The other thing is the impact sourcing. So you can check more about that, source2you.com, in Healing Hands Foundation. And the two things that I love about that is that there's integrity with starting from the farmer, the plant, the farming, how it's farmed, how the herbs are they're respected, how the people and the farmers are respected, all the way up to the bottle. So that's integrity in a different way. So think about, that's how I like to think about why doTERRA is. It's integrous from body, mind, and spirit, and from the beginning, all the cultivation, all the way through to we get to this beautiful bottle. Next slide. You can take the next one, Dr. Anne. Beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
Let's just watch.
What is purity? Is it the absence of contaminants? Something pristine, unadulterated? Or is it the way we treat others, the conditions on which we give? Is purity a love, the kind felt for a distant community as if it were a close-knit family? Or is it the will to do good for no other reason than because it's good? Is it honesty, fairness, good character? One thing's for sure, purity is not easy. The pursuit of purity requires more than just conviction. It means rejecting even the thought of cutting a corner. It means doing what's right, even when what's right is what's seemingly insurmountable. We are more than just an essential oils company. We are in the business of empowerment. Everything we do is designed to open opportunity. Whether it's a farmer inspired, a mother assured, an athlete emboldened, or an entrepreneur on fire, this is our mission, to empower through purity. It's why we don't just buy farms, we build farmers. It's why we don't just see another's potential, we make sure they see it themselves. It's why we turn wellness advocates into advocates of change, through our product as well as our purpose. It's why everything we do is designed to empower others. And best of all, we're not alone. So let's pursue together. Let's pursue healthier families and happier communities, kinder interactions and stronger connections. Let's pursue understanding and common ground, humility, empathy, and charity. Let's pursue being the difference that makes all the difference. Let's pursue a smile on the face of everyone we meet and a positive impact left behind everywhere we go. Because when the pure gifts of the earth are paired with the pure love of each other, there is no telling what we can achieve. doTERRA, pursue what's pure.
So welcome to Essential Oils Made Easy. The goal of this class today is I want to thank you all for being here. And thank you for spending this hour with us. Just for clarity, my students are coming in about 20 minutes, so I'll have to be leaving. But the goal of this class is to empower you. And we're going to learn 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways to use essential oils, and how to get your oils in your home. So the 3 cool things about essential oils is that they're safe. So our products, our Doterra's products, are 100% natural and safe, and there's no side effects and no addictions. We actually say that there are healthy benefits to our oils, and these are extracts from plants with amazing health benefits. So this is the lifeblood of the plants that are giving you the benefits of healing. And these products, all these oils, are certified pure, tested grade, pure and potent. What that means is that when they are harvested from the farmers, they're tested at that point for any impurities at the start, and then we continue testing multiple times throughout once they get to the processing plant. And then once again, when the product is completely ready to travel to you. So essential oils are actually 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs, because you're getting the pure live plants. So you're getting the live plant, not the dried plant. So peppermint, which is the oil that I'm using today, is energizing. So I'm in school with 28 second graders and now going into the 7th and 8th grade classes. And I just needed a boost. So I put a drop of oil on my hands and just inhaled it 3 times. And that just revitalizes my energy and my mental stamina. And so peppermint also promotes clear breathing. So if you're having something going on in the nasal cavities or upper respiratory, you can breathe in the essential oil of peppermint, and it'll help you to clear that away a little bit. And it cools the body. So if you're out hiking or outside dancing, in the middle of the summer and it's 95, 100 degrees, what I do is just take a drop of the peppermint oil and place it on the back of my neck. And it really helps to bring your temperature down about 10 degrees. And it relieves head tension. So if I have a headache, I just place the oil wherever my head tension is. So that's the first thing, is that they're safe to use. Next is they're effective. Like I said, when I have a headache and I just use the peppermint oil, I just put it where it is. And within a few minutes, I'm finding that my headache has released, that tension has released. And you see the A, the T, and the I in these circles here. And that means that there's 3 different ways to use the essential oils. Aromatically means you're smelling or diffusing. Topically is that you're putting it on top of your body. Most of the time I do use them with the carrier oil to dilute them. And then internally, there are a select number of oils that we can use internally. And you'll find that there is a supplement facts on the back of the ones that you can use internally. Effective. So they're more effective than modern approaches to health problems. For one instance is that medications cannot enter into the cell unassisted. And what essential oils do, since the cell is mainly enveloped in a fat cell, in a lipid cell layer, the essential oil is an oil, so it can slip right in through the phospholipid bilayer and get right into the cell. And you see these little things inside of the cell here, and the essential oil will take care of them and eradicate them from the cell, producing a healthier cell. So On Guard, and I use On Guard in my classroom most nights, and the other teachers are actually catching on. I use it to diffuse the classroom at the end of the day to clear the air and create an immune bounty in there. So it promotes a healthy immune system, this On Guard, and healthy immune function. And what I do in the morning is I put it on my feet before I leave the house, so that I'm getting an extra boost for my immune system. It soothes sore throats. So when I'm really in the throes of it, when I first started with Doterra, I was traveling to Oregon, but I actually had this really bad cold. And what I was told to do is place a couple of drops under my tongue or 1 drop even under my tongue of the On Guard and just let it be. You'll have to stamp your foot a couple of times at that point just to let that flow into your body. So it helps with sore throats, and it's great cleansing for the home and the hands. I use it as I use the hand sanitizer all the time. And I love the smell. Anything else on that, Mica? And they're affordable. You know, it's more affordable than traditional medical care. You know, we're all paying premiums for our health care, and it doesn't cover everything that we want it to cover. And it's expensive. I mean, we're going to the doctors, we're paying a copay. We're traveling there, and then we have to pay a copay, and then we have to travel to the pharmacy to pick up the medications, which is going to cost us more money. With essential oils, we can mitigate a lot of our concerns, and if we catch them early enough and in time. And it's penny per dose. A drop of essential oils is just what, maybe 5 cents. And you're going to save hundreds of dollars a year on medical costs. Because like I said, if you have a sore throat, you can use On Guard. And you don't have to go out and buy another product. And then lavender is calming for the mind. And I have a child in my class who has trouble focusing and following throughout the day. I put a little drop of lavender on a tissue for him, and he smells it all the time. And he's just like, I love this smell. It just keeps me focused, and it helps me to be in tune with everybody else in the class. It's calming for the skin. So if I get a burn, the first thing isn't water, it's lavender oil. It's calming for the skin. And if you have any other inflammatory conditions on the skin, I would mix it with some coconut oil or other oil and put it on there to soothe that. And it's also antihistamine. It's in the Triese, which is the allergy blend. So lavender with lemon and peppermint, actually a good combination to help reduce the histamine effects of, you know, seasonal allergies.
Three ways to use essential oils. So as I said at the beginning of the class, pull out your oils, even if it's not the top 10. I'm going to use lavender, because Dr. Anne just talked about it. So you can use all of the essential oils aromatically. You can diffuse or inhale them to create a positive effect on mood, cleanse the air and support the respiratory system. So also increase the vibration. If you're not in a great mood, you can just put it on the palms of your hands and breathe in the oil 3 times. Go ahead and do that with the oil that you have. It really will uplift and change the mood if you're in a lower, heavier mood, or the weather, like Ariana was talking about the weather. It's getting darker in Portland, or you can just waft it over your body. The other thing that you can do, I was thinking about this, Dr. Anne, when you're talking about the On Guard. What I do, and what I did with my child, especially when she was going to school in elementary school and middle school, is I would take the On Guard and actually put it on her sleeve of her jacket, or on the inside of her jacket, like on the collar, so, or her sweater, so she could breathe it all day. So she's breathing it, and she's also a natural diffuser for her classroom, especially if the school's not open to diffusing yet. Okay, next slide. So that was aromatic. The next one is topical. Apply to affected area, localized benefits, dilute with fractionated coconut oil for best results. So in the morning, I'm going to talk about On Guard again. On Guard, what I do in the morning is I place 2 drops of On Guard on the bottom of my feet. It's a great way to boost the immune system. And also Dr. Anne talked about lavender. So I have lavender in my kitchen. So if you have any burns, you could just pour the lavender, rub the lavender right on the burn. And it will help to soothe and heal that. You can also dilute with fractionated coconut oil for best results as well. So that's topical. Next one, internal. Enjoy a few drops in water, in veggie caps, under your tongue. I do it all. Dr. Anne talked about a sore throat. Another way that you can take care of a sore throat or a throat congestion is to have some warm water and put a drop of On Guard and a drop of lemon in the water, and then just drink it slowly, and it'll help coat the throat. So you can take these oils internally. That's why we need to know that they're certified pure tested grade. And these are. And also, as Dr. Anne stated, if it has a supplement fact on the bottle, you know you could take it internally. Okay, next slide. You want to talk about balance, Dr. Anne?
I got a minute. So balance. Balance is great for a relaxing massage.
Oh, Anne, Julie can talk about that. So
I can talk about
rushed.
Yeah, because I know, and Dr. Anne, I know you have a classroom of students on their way in.
I have a classroom of students. Thank you all. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
the time.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
I
so
can
much.
talk about
Yes.
balance because this was my gateway oil to doTERRA. Dr. Mica said, "Here, smell this," and I was like, "Oh, oils, I don't know." And I smell this balance, this grounding blend, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love this! I love this oil," and immediately I could tell and feel the difference. So we use this. It's I think it's the first oil of the AromaTouch technique, doTERRA's AromaTouch technique. And you can use it for a relaxing massage. The veterans that I treat love this oil. It calms the mind and body. When it's diffused, it provides a tranquil aroma. And we include, my husband, Dr. David Shapiro, loves it when we include all of the oil ingredients. So you know what's in balance is spruce, hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmanthus. These are all with fractionated coconut oil in balance.
Thank you, Dr. Julie. I mean, we can't take this for granted. I use this so much. I'm so glad that the ingredients are in here, because balance, you can think it gives you balance. It can help you if you put that on the bottom of your feet. It will help you with balance physically. It'll help you with mental, emotional balance and spiritual, energetic balance. So in alignment. So help you with your own alignment. I know that elders love it, like you talked about the veterans. The elders love it for balance. I have people use it a lot in Qigong for balance. So it's a great name, balance. So if you can't think of anything else to use when you're out of balance, just go right to balance. Next slide. Tangerine. Oh, you can use that aromatically, topically, internally, all of them. Internally, use supports health, digestion, and metabolism. I'm going to add in, because if you know me, you know I talk a lot about the liver, and it really helps to upregulate, to help filter the liver, which then helps to filter out excess hormones. Cleansing and purifying, take internally to support a healthy immune system and creates an inspiring environment. So great, diffuse tangerine, inspiring, happy environment, and also take it internally. So we put 1 drop of tangerine in the water in the morning. It tastes delicious, and also throughout the day. So you really need to be drinking more water. People have different ideas on how much. I'm going to say 1 quart of water per 50 pounds of weight. And with each quart of water, thank you for drinking, Katya. You take that glass of water or stainless steel bottle of water, and you can just put 2 drops in that glass. So each glass of water that you drink or bottle that you drink, put 2 drops of tangerine, and maybe the next one is another citrus oil like grapefruit. I like to change it up. And then the next one is lime. The next one is lemon. They all will help with digestion and purification and cleansing all day long. And the idea with what we do here is we want you to fold in healthy lifestyle throughout the entire day. So it's not like, oh, you're just doing 2 cleanses a year. So you're detoxing, cleansing every day, all day long, because we're exposed to toxins, external toxins all day long. So how about if you just give yourself some peace of mind and flush all day long your system?
Beautiful. Frankincense. Oh my gosh. This is another gateway oil. I think we all love frankincense. So A for aromatic, T for topical, I for internal. The quality of frankincense, Doterra's frankincense, is unmatched. So you can take it in internally as well as rub it directly on your skin and breathe it in aromatically. Promotes calm feelings, anti-aging, helps cells perform optimally. We love frankincense. We use it in so many ways.
Breathe. You can use that aromatically and topically. This is a great time to talk about and use breathe or have it handy. Helps lungs and sinuses. Yes, I'm going to breathe mine. Promotes clear breathing day and night. It's a great one to diffuse in your kids' rooms or in your room. Put 2 drops of breathe, 2 drops of on guard, 2 drops of lavender. Diffuse away. It'll help with open up the lungs. It's so good, you guys. It's so fresh. Next time I teach the class, make sure you have all your top 10 oils. And then you can rub it in. Oh my gosh. So good. Is breathe the same like air?
That's a great question. And so breathe you cannot take internally, but air X you can. So in cases where I need that extra support, I go for air X and I add that and make a little tea out of that, and that you can take internally, but not breathe. I just want to jump back because I didn't give any specific examples of how we use frankincense. And this is an Oils 101, Oils Made Easy class. And so for those people who are brand new to doTERRA, thought what are some examples of frankincense? You know, this is one of those where if you have to just get one oil, some people say get frankincense because you can use it for so many different things. And some of the veterans that I see, this is the one oil that they do have. And so sort of when in doubt, frankincense. My mom also, I think I can say this. So she comes home, she's on dialysis, and she comes home and her fistula, if you know anybody, is really inflamed. So once, the bleeding has stopped and it's completely dry and she can take off she rubs frankincense directly on it, and it shrinks to almost flat. And so the circulation, the healing, the wound healing, all of that, and it calms her down. I mean, it's frankincense. It's so wonderful. So
thank you for sharing.
Yeah, that's one way we use that in our household all the time. Okay, we're going to jump over breathe because we just covered it. And digestin, I use digestin. I don't have peppermint right now, so I use digestin as the oil that for this class. And you can use this aromatically, topically, internal, relieves upset stomach, motion sickness, nausea, use at meal times for improved digestion. So these are physical, uses of like physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, but anytime I have that knot in my belly, or I just feel like I'm holding on too much and I need to release or transform. I also have this this is my clinic office. So I put this, breathe it in, kind of clear everything, rub it on my belly. And so I use Digestin very frequently.
Ooh, I got some things. So with Digest Zen, I always have this in my wallet. I have it in my glove compartment because when I'm driving, especially when my child was younger, I'd be driving well, I still do, driving kids around and somebody will feel sick or car sick. So it's a great one to just pass to the back, say, smell it, put a drop underneath your tongue, rub it on the belly, wherever, and it will really help relieve the upset stomach and motion sickness or nausea for sure. I like to have it in my wallet because so many times I've been out and somebody will say, oh my gosh, I ate something and I don't feel so good. Oh, here's Digestin Zen. You can put it right on your tongue and relieve the upset stomach, motion sickness, or whatever, or nausea. It's a great one. You know how sometimes you want a dessert after dinner? Well, this is like a nice digestive tea. So you can have hot water, put 2 drops of the Digestin in it, and drink that. It's so lovely. It feels really nurturing, and you feel like you're taking good care of yourself. So have this by your hot pot as well, Digestin.
I'm going to add that because I do know it curbs my appetite. So late night snacking, this could really help.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, I have to talk about adaptive.
Yes, do.
Because David, my husband, and I see right here, I don't even have to stretch. And here's my bottle of adaptive calming mid capsules. We say that adaptive has saved our marriage. So you can use adaptive for mental wellness as a mental wellness protocol. It's for stress reduction. It's for anxious spinning thoughts, for overwhelm, for grief, for sadness, for low and apathetic moods, for difficult sleeping, racing thoughts. So, I mean, now is kind of a perfect time to use adaptive. And we have adaptive in our diffusers in the clinic with, I don't know if you know, DDR prime to really clear the environment. Adaptive roll-on. I give these out all the time to good family friends when they're having a rough time. And the adaptive gel caps, my husband and I have a thing where if we're not really connecting and we're going through something difficult, he'll, or whoever gets to the adaptive first will have 2 and a glass of water, and we'll take one and then we'll also share one with the others. And it's sort of our signal to say that it's not you necessarily. We're both taking this time to connect and to meet, and we're both going to do something that we know is helpful for our relationship to reconnect. And so that's why we say it has saved our marriage, because it's pulled us back off the edge so we can reconnect again.
My dad's a veteran, and he was, thanks for sharing and reminding me, and he was prescribed something for PTSD, and he really made him sick. So I'm not saying use this instead, ask your physician first, but he said he didn't want to take that. So I gave him an adaptive, and it works really well. So he's doing the one adaptive in the morning, and then he uses the sleep system, which we might be able to talk about later on. But that has really helped for stress reduction, anxious spinning thoughts, overwhelm, grief, sadness. And it's Veterans Day. That's not always a really celebratory thing for veterans.
Yeah.
Yay, I want to talk about it.
Please.
This is not the top 10 oils, but we're talking about health and wellness. And again, I really want to stress that I'm all about, and I know that other physicians, other people on this call are about folding health and well-being into your lifestyle. Like that is the new, that is what should be happening with food, with essential oils, with supplementation, and community. And how amazing that we have this amazing community. So the sleep system, it's 3-part sleep system. And I really, and I talked about this was Ariana and Dr. Louise Rose, right? We had that talk. Use the 3-part system, it encourages more sleep and supports better sleep quality. So just take a screenshot of this, because I'm just going to talk as a physician here. I have not found a sleep system better than this. And so I've been in practice for more than 20 years. And I have a lot of people that have, there's different types of sleep issues, either falling asleep or not being able to fall asleep because of thinking too much, or falling asleep then waking up 2 hours later or 3 hours and not being able to go back to sleep. Or I had no idea that I was a hover sleeper, I'm calling it that, where you're just superficial sleeping. So I feel like I did that all my life, even though I thought I was a really good sleeper. So I started this Serenity sleep system. And with different patients, I do different things, but start out with one Serenity soft gel before you go to bed. You rub that beautiful sleep stick on the bottom of your feet. It's so velvety smooth. I just feel like I'm taking such good care of myself. So I rub that on the bottom of my feet. So I have it right by my bedside. And I already have my Serenity diffusing in my room. It's the motion diffuser, which I like, because if you're switching and you rustle in the bed, then it's going to go off and so you'll have a diffusing of the Serenity. My patients of all ages are having the best sleep. And if you do that, plus the lifelong vitality and a little adaptive, you're in a really good place. Yes, I took all my patients off of the other sleep stuff that was kind of making it, kind of doing the job, but not like this. So they think I'm a miracle worker, and I'm like, no, I'm not. No. Just take the sleep system. The Doterra products are above and beyond what I could have imagined. And how can it get better than that, right?
It's amazing.
Do you have anything you want to say?
One thing I just wanted to point out, we just sold this Serenity system to someone last night because a family friend had only been getting about 5 hours of sleep. She's like, we know you got good stuff, Julie. What do you have for sleep? I can't sleep. And we double checked the stick, and it's got like it's velvety smooth, but it's not slippery. So we just want to let you know too, when you put it on the bottoms of your feet, it's not slippery. And especially for elders, that's important to know. And this has been and because I see a lot of veterans, this has been really, really, really helpful.
Can you share your story quickly about the patient that we needed to put in the hospital because she didn't have any sleep?
Yeah, since the Maui fires, she hadn't been getting more than, really like can't sleep, like half an hour sleep for months, half an hour, maybe 2 hours. I think 3 on heavy dose medication. After having gone to the emergency room and seeing her doctor for several times, nothing was helping. And we put her, we'll just try this. And she's using all 3. She's diffusing Serenity in her room with the motion activated diffuser, which I love too, because now when I hear the puff, 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 when I'm tossing and turning, it's like, oh, that's a Serenity. And I go back to sleep. So I smell it and I hear it, and it's so soothing now for me when I hear the puff of the motion activated diffuser. And the stick feels so good. It's with valerian, and I put it from the back of my ear down to my throat and across from basically shoulder to shoulder. And it just kind of releases the tension in the neck and the shoulders, and it feels good. Like I can almost feel the calming instantly. And then the soft gel, she takes 2 when she goes to bed and 2 if she wakes up, and it's more effective than the drugs she was taking, and it's all natural, which really is important to her and to all of us.
Yeah,
So
and you got her out of the hospital.
and
Yeah.
it got her out of the hospital.
That's
Yeah.
a success story.
It's
Yeah.
it's absolutely yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one. Yes. So I just really quickly, eat right. This is the doTERRA Wellness Pyramid. It's so one of my favorites. Exercise and weight management. So see how we're folding it all together. Rest and manage stress. Reduce toxic load. Okay. Boom. All below. Lifestyle. Healthcare, informed self-care. You're getting that now. And proactive medical care. So we're not telling you not to go see your doctor regularly, but include all this in so you don't have to get to an emergency. This is like preventative health care. This is how we fold it all into so that we age in a beautiful way so we can keep on living our best lives. Next.
Oh, we've got to update this slide because we have 2 brand new gut health products, PB Restore and the new PB Assist. But we know gut health is foundational. It plays a vital role in our overall health and well-being. And the new Restore, the new PB Restore, which you can add to your loyalty rewards order. I think we're seeing how gut health helps us in different ways that we never really connected. We always thought it was the Restore was for gut health, but we're really seeing how these probiotics can help in so many other ways with our skin, with our hormone balancing,
Bladder
yeah
support, brain support. Yeah. So I'm so glad that we're doing this call because we see a lot of people. Like we have clinics, so we see a lot of people, so we can tell you like from the field what's working. So PB Restore, all of this is working. That's why they think we're miracle workers. No, we're not. We're just doing this healthy lifestyle with doTERRA, majority of doTERRA products. So yeah, I just want you to know that these are really working well for people. Yes, I want to talk about this one really quickly. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack, just quickly, we all went to naturopathic school. We learned about all these beautiful, I'm so grateful for my education, vitamins, supplements, food as medicine, supplements as medicine instead of medicine. And we had top of the line supplements, and they were given to us. We could get samples all the time, sampled. And it wasn't until I saw Dr. Josie after a year. There was a little story here. There's Dr. Josie. Oh yeah, if Dr. Josie is the one that introduced me to doTERRA essential oils. But I was pregnant and I didn't really, she was very busy with something. And I was just being pregnant. So I was just like walking and eating good food and being quiet and nesting. And she, in med school, she couldn't grow her hair past her shoulder. And when I saw her, when I met with her, it was like a year later, her hair was luscious, shiny, long, and she always wanted long, beautiful hair. And I love that now she keeps it long. And I said, what are you doing? You look great. Your skin looks great. You're vibrant. Your hair is vibrant. You're just like your eyes. You're like, you have life force. You have vitality. And she said, well, I'm doing this lifelong vitality pack. So you just research it, look at the ingredients and research it yourself, because it's from an oil company. It's not from any of the companies that we know. And so I researched it, and I was amazed. And so then I took it internally. I started taking it internally, and we have this text feed of women doctors, so that if we try something new, we let them know in case like we feel bad or we feel great, so we can keep track of each other. So I tried the lifelong vitality pack, and do you remember this, Dr. Josie? It was about 5 days in, which is pretty quick. And I woke up and I said, I texted, I feel great. I feel amazing. And I'm going to go on a 40-mile bike ride. And what did I do? And then it was the responses, you took that lifelong vitality pack. You took like the lifelong vitality pack. So all the women started on the feed wanted to take the lifelong vitality pack. So if you're not taking it, try it out. I mean, this is another reason why they think that we're miracle workers with people's health. It's not. It's just simple. We'll show you that our healthy habits kit, but simple things that we do every day. So the Microplex VMZ is a whole food multivitamin and mineral. It's then there's the Alpha CRS, antioxidant, cellular energy, and longevity. Yes. XE omega-3, 6 and 9 fatty acids, and 9 essential oils. That's great for brain health, mucosal health, joint health. Yeah, we'll go on unless you have anything you want to say about it.
Yeah, did you mention it's doTERRA's #1 product, and it's got a 30-day satisfaction guaranteed. So if this doesn't work out for you, you can return it and get your money back. And also, some of the seniors, the kupuna that we work with, if they can't start with a full dose, the beautiful thing about the LOV, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, is you can scale it back. So instead of like 2 in the morning and 2 capsules in the afternoon, right, which is a total of 4, you could scale it all the way back to 1. 1 of each once a day, and you can start really slow. And this is fantastic.
Thanks, Dr. Julie. Yeah, so for my parents who are both 90, I started them out with 1, and now 1 in the morning after breakfast, but now they just take 2 of each, and that's their steady dose. So they actually share LLV. So if they're elders, you could do that as well.
Yeah. Okay, I think let's close on this next slide, Dr. Mica.
Yeah.
And it's one of our favorites.
Yes. So this is the miracle protocol right here. Besides the adaptive and the sleep system, this is it. This is what we do. This is what I tell patients to do. So here we go. So the morning, apply 2 drops of balance on the bottom of your feet, followed by On Guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then at night, I use so all these oils are by my bedside. And at night, I do the lavender and On Guard on the bottom of my feet. Okay. In the morning, or with every water bottle that I drink, I'll put a citrus in my 1 or 2 drops of a citrus oil in my water bottle or my glass. Here it's tangerine. So do tangerine if you have tangerine. Do lemon. Do any citrus doTERRA oil that you have, and just like change it up. It makes it fun to drink different. Like it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have grapefruit now in my water. I'm gonna have lime. I'm gonna have lemon. change it up, make aliven your taste buds. And then after breakfast, I take I have to take all of mine at once, and it still works. So I take my Alpha CRS, EO Omega, and the other one, Microplex VMZ. I take the full entire dose. It still works. If you're somebody that can have the time to do it 2 of each twice a day, great, do that. There's not the Terrazyme on there.
Oh, here's a Terrazyme, but it's the old PBS.
Oh, yeah. So the Terrazyme is best taken 1 in the morning to start the digestive system, 1 with each meal and 1 before bed. So that the 1 before bed is for healing. And then I take 1 PB Assist with my other LLV, with my Lifelong Vitality Pack.
And you do the PB Restore now instead of the old.
Yes. Yeah, I think, well, I mean, take a screenshot of that. I do the oils a little differently. And I take all of my vitamins at once, my LLV, but other than that, do that. That is the miracle protocol.
But this is what we love about doTERRA's health pyramid, right? It's not a disease-based model. It's about healthy living and a health pyramid. So you're really supporting the foundation of nutrition, of getting daily exercise, whatever you can do, of getting good sleep and rest. And then also, right, reducing the toxicity, proactive healthcare. So I love this model of doTERRA's, right, health focused, and our daily habits.
So in closing, thank you for stepping in, Dr. Julie. In closing, if you don't have an account with doTERRA, a wholesale, it's the best way is to get a wholesale account. And so speak to the person that invited you so that you can get started on your health and wellness journey.
It's 9 o'clock.
Thank you for having us.
And a warm thank you. Thank you, Mica. Thank you, Julie. And I know Anne isn't here, but thank you, Anne. We are such a vibrant and blessed community to have all of these doctors help us to feel good in our bodies and in our minds. I just feel so blessed. So thank you. We are at time, so I want to close, but I want to invite everyone to our next community call, which will be next Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And that is going to be, I'm going to be joined by Dr. Mica, Dr. Louise Rose, and Will Wan, who's an amazing acupuncturist. And we are going to be talking about Blue Lotus, which is this really high vibe oil. You're not going to want to miss it. If you don't have Blue Lotus, maybe order it so you can have it for our call, have it on hand, and we will be so excited to see you next week. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and much love to you all.